What's the matter with you, B? With me? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. You wouldn't begrudge an old girl a drop of drink, would you? No, Lizzie, I wouldn't. But what does get right up my nose is Mackenzie comes in here, offers you all a few lollies, and you follow her around like the Pied Piper, and no one remembers who Paddy Lawson was anymore. Of course we do, B, but we're stuck with Nola, so we might as well use her up while the going's good. And line her pockets at the same time. Oh, you're just grumpy, that's all.
Hey, Lizzie. What's up with B?
I think she's just a bit down in the dumps. What she really needs is a good laugh. Yeah.
God, you're your father's daughter. Drinking, gambling, always trying to find the easy way out. Prison hasn't taught you a thing.
Garbage. It's taught me a hell of a lot. It's taught me to have a good time while I can, because I never know when I'm going to get kicked in the teeth again. Yeah, and it's taught me that I'm as good as anyone else and not the no-hoper you and Glennis and everyone else says I am. You know, Murray's just about the only decent mate I got left. So what if he was Dad's mate? At least he accepts me for what I am, and he's not ashamed to be seen with me like you lot are.
Well, it's only meat pie and veggies, but you're welcome to stay.
As I see it.
No, really, I couldn't.
What?
They like you. I like you too. Come on, why don't you stay?
It's tough living in an igloo.
Oh, there are a million things I should be doing. So thanks all the same.
Why not?
Oh, Steve, look, honestly, it's no trouble. Or it won't be if you give me a hand.
Meg's probably already started our meal.
Well, why don't you give her a ring? And if she hasn't, then you can stay.
Yes, stay.
Chris, I'm not sure it's such a good idea, but...
Oh, you're not at work now. Look, as far as we're concerned, you're just a friend of the family. The kids and I would like you to stay for dinner.
Didn't go over well, Steve.
Oh, all right, I will. I'll give Meg a ring.
All right, phone's over there. Come on, kids, let's get another place out, and you get that tablecloth out as well, eh?
Hello, Meg Morris speaking.
Hi, Meg, it's me. You haven't started cooking yet, have you?
No, why? Are you going to be late?
No. Look, I've been invited to stay for dinner at the Youngs. The kids insisted.
Oh, right. Well, I probably won't see you till tomorrow then.
No, right. Enjoy your bridge game.
Yes. You're on early tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, I am. So I will try not to wake you. See you in the afternoon.
Okay. Thanks for ringing. Goodbye.
There you go. Right.
It's amazing what goes on in this place. You got everything we asked for.
Well, there's no reason to go without.
Come on, if I don't have a fag soon, I'm going to go crazy.
3 packets of cigarettes as ordered. Lil shampoo, cigarettes and stockings. Right, Jacko, cigarettes and makeup. Though why you're bothering with that, I don't know. You can't blame a girl for trying, can you, Jacko?
Will you come on, Nola? We haven't got all night.
Yeah, I want to get some drinking time in there. How I'm going to do it with those little bottles, I don't know. Would you like your money back? No, I'll have the whiskey. God, I could have bought 1 big bottle for the price I paid for these on the outside. Well, let us know next time you're popping out. You can get me some. Very funny. How am I going to get sloshed on these? Look. Now, who's next?
Me. Hair conditioner, cigarettes.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you. It is lovely.
That's you and that's Daddy.
I thought that.
Oh, yeah. Green hair gives me away every time. Come on, kids. Time for bed now.
Wait, I have to finish my picture. Oh, come on, one more go.
Nah, come on. Fair's fair, kids. You can finish that tomorrow.
No, I can't.
Steve, put them away. And put your pencils away, please, Miranda.
I'll help you.
Dad, is Mrs. Pell going to stay tonight?
No, love, I've got to go home to my place. As a matter of fact, I better make a move now. Thank you all for a very nice night and a great dinner.
Oh, well, next time we'll have to see if we can do a bit better than meat pie and veggies, eh?
But why? They were good.
Ah, yes, my kids are the same. Good night, Stephen. Good night, darling.
Bye. Sure.
I'll keep an eye out for a housekeeper for you.
Why don't you stay and look after us?
Oh, well, thank you very much, but I've already got one job. Thanks again.
All right, thank you. I'll be in touch. Night.
When's he coming over again, Dad?
Well, I don't know, love.
Do you like her? I do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think she's very nice. Hey, now come on, it's bedtime. And you too, mate.
What have you got there?
Whiskey from Nola.
Oh.
I'm just hiding them.
Well, why don't you just swallow the evidence?
Oh, I will when we get locked in. I just bumped into the freak just then.
What happened?
I was coming back from the buy-up and I still had the 2 bottles in my hand.
Did she see them?
Don't see how she missed them, but she didn't say anything, so she must have.
Or chose to. Lizzie nearly got caught with a grog, Maxine.
Yeah?
By the freak.
Everything all right, Lizzie?
Yeah, I managed to put one over the freak again.
Pretty lucky, wouldn't you say, Maxine?
Yeah, real lucky, Bee. Now, listen, Lizzie. You got to do us a favour. We don't want the trading mucked up, so you got to be careful, all right? Now, Nola wants me to collect all the empty bottles after you're finished, so don't go leaving nothing lying around, all right?
Hi, Mum.
Hello, love. Your sister's in bed.
This early? Suppose she's been at the hotel all day.
No, not all day. She's got a job cleaning offices. She has to get up early in the morning.
I bet she doesn't come straight home.
No. She explained earlier she needs her freedom, having been in jail.
Well, it's no one's fault but her own that she's been jail hopping. I suppose she wants sympathy.
She's trying to be good, Glynis. She needs our support.
And what does that entail?
She wants to see the children.
You know Malcolm won't have her in the house.
You could bring them here.
I don't know, Mum.
She has a right to see her nephew and niece, don't you think? Glynis?
All right. I don't know what Malcolm's going to say, though.
If he doesn't understand how much Faye loves those kids, then there's something wrong.
I said I'd bring them, so let's drop it, okay?
Let's hope you're getting a decent share of this trading business, Maxine. Because your friend that's taking all the risks bringing this up in here, and when she gets caught, you are the one who's going to get copped.
Yeah, I know, Bee. But, well, I'm getting me fair share.
Yeah, we'll make the most of it, because when the freak gets onto it, you'll get nothing.
Oh, no way.
Lizzie, you drained the last drop out of that ages ago. Yeah, I know. It's done nothing for me. It wasn't worth it.
Well, if you want to waste your money, that's your business. Better settle down. Be lights out in a minute.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Maxie. Put your magazine away and get into your bed.
In a minute. I want to finish this article on the new 750. Makes my machine look like a scooter.
What's the difference? It's only a motorbike.
Bull! It's like having a full bottle instead of a miniature.
Fair enough. But don't sit there in the cold. Hop into your bed.
God, you're worse than me mother. Ah, crikey! Somebody short-sheeted me bed. Oh, Lizzie, I'm going to get into an awful lot of trouble over this.
Not very original, Lizzie. As old as the hills, in fact, but I'll pay it.
Well, I'm glad you think it's funny, Bee, but how am I going to explain this in the morning?
Well, say it was done in the laundry. It's not that bad.
Ah.
That's funny.
What's wrong?
My eyes have gone a bit strange. I can't read the print.
Oh. Grog had no effect, eh?
Oh, come off it. What do you think I am?
Becoming a bit of a two-pot screamer in your old age, are you, Lizzie?
Course not. I can outdrink anyone.
And she's proved that more than once.
Yeah. I have, haven't I? Tell you what, if I get a cold shower this morning, I'll scream.
Yeah, well, if everyone took their 2 minutes like they're supposed to, we'd be all right.
Come on, Lizzie, hurry up.
Righto, I'm right behind you.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Morning. Mrs. Davidson's in, I trust?
Yes, she is. These new departmental directives must be important to start this early.
What do you know about the directives?
I've heard that you've got some new suggestions to put forward.
Yes, I have, for Mrs. Davidson.
I'd be most interested to hear them as well.
Well, Mrs. Davidson will let you know when she's ready. Now, if you'll let her know that I'm coming through.
Good morning, Ted.
Erica, I'm sorry to start on a sour note, but I don't expect to be buttonholed by one of your officers the minute I walk in the door.
Well, Mrs. Powell's on the desk, isn't she?
Yes, and it seems she's completely au fait with this morning's agenda. I'm wondering how she found out.
Well, I told her you were coming in. It's a confidential meeting, Ted, not a secret.
No, wrong. What I'm about to tell you, Erica, must not leave this office.
Mrs. Powell is my deputy governor. She has a right to know what is going on.
Not this time. Now, listen to me. The department is hiring a top-class social researcher. I shall be putting through recommendations on the running of this place.
I see. And what qualifications or experience does this woman have?
Oh, she's just finished working with one of the state's top manufacturers.
And?
Well, the project resulted in less absenteeism, better industrial relations, higher productivity. Can't ask for better than that, can you?
Sounds like a time and motion study. What does she know about detention centers?
I wouldn't worry about that. She's being processed through as a prisoner. She'll learn fast enough. Her name is Julian Clark. Now, I know I can expect your full cooperation on this, Erica.
I'm not so sure about that, Ted. You are suggesting we have a department spy on the premises and that I do not take my officers into my confidence.
Well, you must admit you've had more than enough trouble with your staff over the last year. One of them even spent time inside. Well, I have decided to do something about it. Miss Clark will not only be watching the women, she'll also be evaluating the effectiveness of your staff.
Oh, hello. How did bridge go?
Mind-boggling. I just wanted to know the basic rules of how to play, not all the stuff that they showed me. Anyway, how are you? What was your dinner like?
Oh, it was very pleasant, really. Oh, did you see the drawing the kids gave me? I left it on the fridge.
Yes.
He really has built that business up from nothing. Good on him, too. He just wants to get on, I think.
Well, that's good. It's a wonder he has the time to do my place.
Oh, well, I suppose he makes the time. That's how he got started in the first place, taking on every job he could.
Yes, well, doing a few extra shells for me will hardly make him a millionaire.
You know what I mean. He's keen. He wants to get on, make something of his life. God, I'd often wished Patrick had had more get up and go.
Anything of interest happen here?
Oh, no, Douglas is in with Erica. He did make it quite clear that their discussion was none of my business.
Well, it doesn't sound good. Usually means trouble.
Well, I suppose we'll find out sooner or later.
Hey, Lizzie, did you get the stuff from our cell?
Of course.
Now, remember, ladies, the tall one got caught up in the machine, right?
Hey, would you girls unload this? I'm worn out.
Sure, Lizzie.
Oh, they're still wet. Oh, turn a bit weird.
Come on, take a look.
What's going on? Oh, I see.
Oh, George.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bunch of toughies, aren't you? Thank goodness I got you all locked up.
Yeah, look at him, frightened of a bloody mouse.
Is this another one of your jokes?
I suppose you could say I could take the credit.
Here.
Oh, yuck, Lizzie. How could you put it in your pocket?
Don't be a dill all your life. It's only a fake.
Oh, hell, you scared the living daylights out of
Where on
us.
earth did you get it from, Lizzie?
Oh, we had it in the Panto Christmas last year.
I knew it was fake. You could tell a mile off.
Oh, yeah, that's why you nearly jumped through the roof. All right, come on, jokes over. Back to work.
No more little surprises, I hope.
No more.
Hey, Lizzie. Want some help with your next trick?
Well, I don't know. You don't seem to be able to take a joke.
That's because I'm better at playing. And what do you say?
All right, what you got in mind?
Everything we need is right here.
G'day, Mum. Oh, well, I've had it.
Your father swore by vitamin B.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's just a big office to clean, that's all.
Phyllis came over last night after you'd gone to bed.
Did she?
Yes, I suggested you might like to see the children this afternoon. She's bringing them over.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Look, about last night...
How about we just forget last night?
Yeah. Listen, I've got nothing for the kids. What'll I get them?
Oh, you don't want to go wasting your money on presents. They've got 2 of everything they need as it is.
Oh, but I've got to get them something. You know I always do.
Yeah. Well, Samantha always likes something to wear. Oh, you know, ribbons for her hair or whatever. And Billy's been playing a lot of sport this year.
Yeah? What?
Well, cricket mainly, but I think he'd like anything to do with sport.
Great.
And Faye, leave Wentworth out of the conversation in front of the children.
Of course I will. I hope no one else mentions it either.
Well, look who's come to visit us.
G'day! Oh, look at you two. You look more grown up every time I see you. Hi, Sammy. Hello, Billy.
It's great to see you again, Faye.
It's Auntie Faye, Billy.
Oh, I don't mind. I mean, titles aren't that important, are they?
I happen to think they are. I don't want the children to start forgetting to call me Mum.
Yeah, fair enough.
What did you bring us back from your holiday?
Well, why don't you open it and see for yourself? Oh, Billy, this one's for you, love.
Oh, thanks, Auntie Faye, but you don't have to give us presents. We're just glad to see you.
Yeah, I know, love.
Mummy, look!
Oh, that's very nice. Have you thanked Auntie Faye?
Thanks, Auntie Faye.
Do you really like them?
Yes. Mum, can I put my things in my new bag?
All right, come over here.
Oh, hey, great. Thanks, Faye.
It's very nice of you to remember the children. Thank you, Faye.
That's all right. You know, they've always been my favourites. I really miss them when I'm away.
We miss you too.
Well, you're not going away again, are you?
Oh, no, love. Well, I hope not anyway. No, this time I'm going to stay around for a real long time.
Yes, that works out well for Sue Bailey. She wanted a few days off and she'll get the weekend as well. You sure you don't mind doing the extra shift?
No, not at all.
I thought you may like some extra time yourself.
Why?
Well, naturally, I noticed your change of address. I thought you might like to spend the evenings with the children.
I didn't get to see them every night anyhow. Besides, they've got their friends and their homework.
Of course. But I know how difficult this period will be for you, and you just have to ask if you want any special time off.
Yes, thank you. I do know that.
Well, there's a new girl coming in this afternoon, a Gillian Clark. She can go into that single cell in H block.
All right, I'll let them know at the front desk. How did the meeting with Mr. Douglas go? Or shouldn't I be asking?
All right. There's going to be a departmental inquiry into the running of the prison.
Wouldn't you think they'd have learned after the trouble Gillespie caused?
Oh, you don't have to worry about an inspector coming in this time.
How are they going to do it then?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you.
Well, how are we supposed to know what's going on?
You won't. Mr. Douglas made that quite clear.
Look, I, for one, don't appreciate that. And I think the whole thing sounds ridiculous.
Yes, I know, but try to bear with it, will you? He has given me the details, and I think it could work out to our advantage.
Huh? Well, please let me know the results.
I will. Thank you.
Who's for game of cards after this?
You count me in.
Yeah, I'll be in it.
Oh, we need one more. Hey, Janice.
No, thanks. I've got to write a letter. I'm just going to get a pad and pen.
Hey, watch this. Want to see the look on her face?
We can't. They'll find out who did it.
Oh! Lizzie! Is this one of yours?
Guess who's disappeared from the scene of the crime? The screws are going to love this when they see it.
Bloody hell, it's all on me. I'll never get it
Look,
right.
okay, well, just settle down. She's just trying to put a bit of fun in our lives. My sides are splitting. Look, shut the door. We'll clean the mess up after dinner.
No, I've got to change my dress.
Listen, Wrinkles, any more of that schoolgirl humour and you won't know what's hit you. Hey, Mackenzie, you got a pretty short memory. No one touches any of my mates and gets away with it, remember?
Don't worry about it, Bea. I'm only interested in cheering up me mates.
You're friendly enough when you want to put in your grog and fag orders. In fact, all your mates are Smith.
And he clean bowled me with a spinner. I would have made a century otherwise. Anyway, I got him with a Yorker when he was batting.
Gee, I bet you're good.
Oh, yeah? Not bad, I suppose. Well, you can see for yourself if you come to the next match.
Oh, I'd love
I don't think Auntie Faye would be interested, Billy.
Oh, she might be, Mum.
Yeah, of course I would.
Well, he goes off very early in the morning, Faye. You could be tired after work.
Oh, no way, Mum. I can sleep all afternoon.
Oh, well, I'd love you to meet the other guys, Auntie Faye.
I doubt if your aunt would want to sit around talking to the other boys, Billy.
But I'd love to meet his friends. That's if they don't mind having an oldie along.
Oh, you're no oldie.
You've won me.
Great. Well, if you come to the house, we could go together.
Is it all right, Glynis? I realise I'll miss Malcolm, but I'm sure he won't mind.
Yes, that'll be all right.
Oh, terrific.
Good.
Okay, let's make it a 20 match limit. I don't want to play too long. Doesn't miss a trick, does she?
What's wrong?
Someone stuck all the cards together. I'll give you two guesses who.
Oh, hell no. I'm getting fed up with this. What are you going to do about it, Bea?
Get a new pack, I suppose.
You know what I mean.
I'm not going to do anything about it. What do you think this is?
We're all getting sick of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, don't look at me. I've said my bit. If a screw had walked into that trap in my cell, she'd have been in big trouble.
Yeah, I know. I suppose you've got a point.
We don't want to hurt her feelings, but it'd be all right if the jokes were funny, but they're not.
All right, I'll have a word with her. She's not going to like it, though.
Well, I'll come with you, Bea. Help soften the blow.
Come on, then. May as well get it over with.
Oh, bloody thing.
What are you up to?
Oh, Bea! I was just mending your pyjamas. They had a hole in them.
Oh, well, they used to have 4 holes in them. 2 in the sleeves and 2 in the legs. And, you know, I liked them that way.
Well, I hope you haven't mended mine.
I haven't touched them. Anyway, what do you mean by sneaking up on me like that? You spoiled a good joke.
That's exactly why we were sneaking up on you like that. It's too dangerous walking around here. Ask Janice.
Oh, that was a bit of soap powder. And anyway, it was Maxie's idea.
Yeah, well, Lizzie, that was a good joke, but look what you've done to the cards. They've had the nana. I know I said I'd join you, but you're going too far.
I was only trying to liven things up a bit. God, this place is like a bloody morgue.
Well, look, love, I know exactly what you were trying to do. But if you keep on with these practical jokes, the women are going to liven things up with a lynching party.
Yeah, well, you can tell them where to go. I wish Dor was here. She always liked a good joke.
Lizzie, how would you feel if you woke up one morning and someone had sewn your bloomers together?
I'd get a good laugh out of it.
Who wouldn't get a laugh out of those bloomers? But come on. Ease up, eh, love? Oh, and Lizzie. Put the holes back in my pyjamas.
What do you make of this departmental inquiry?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, it could lead to some decent reforms. Or it could be another Gillespie-type report which could set the system back 50 years.
Why are they making such a mystery about it? I couldn't get a straight answer out of Erica.
Yes, that's odd. I mean, it should be just a routine matter.
Oh, not the way Douglas is carrying on. He's acting like an ASIO agent.
Oh, well, I suppose we'll find out sooner or later. You going to be home for dinner tonight?
Why?
Well, no reason other than there is absolutely nothing in the fridge.
Well, we can grab something on the way home. And could we please stop by Driscoll House?
Sure, why?
I'm looking for a housekeeper for Chris, remember?
Yes, I've been thinking about that. There are some women there that could do with a job. But I think we ought to do the shopping first and then go home and change.
Well, why change?
Well, Judy doesn't like us there in our uniforms. I mean, we'd look especially silly with 2 of us in blue raincoats.
Yes, I forgot. Well, Perhaps we could borrow one of Bee's or Lizzie's uniforms. Always like to be dressed for the occasion.
Oh, well, it's a bit late in the day for this, isn't it? Come on, stand on the white line. Thank you. Ah, your name is Gillian Clark.
Yes.
And you have been sentenced to 6 weeks for fraud.
Yes.
Thank you. Right, Clark. Check your valuables up here.
These can go back on file, Miss Ferguson.
Right. Gillian Clark, 6 weeks for fraud, first offence.
Oh, you better bring her to my office after the induction.
Wow. That's red carpet treatment for a small timer. Wonder why.
I wouldn't know.
So I asked her what she'd do if someone sewed up her bloomers.
And?
She said she could take a joke and that we were all a pack of pikers.
A packet of soap out in your hair's no joke.
What about the mouse? Well, there's your answer, isn't it?
What?
Play a joke on her, see how she likes it.
Hey, yeah!
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Oh, come on, why not?
Because she is an old lady with a bad heart and you cannot go dropping buckets of soap powder on her head.
Oh, well, nothing like that, Bea, but she did say she could take a joke.
And it might get her to stop playing them on us.
All right, but just one. It has to be in fun and I have to okay it, right?
All right.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss Ferguson. I'll call you when we're finished.
Are you sure, Governor?
Quite sure. There's nothing to worry about, Miss Ferguson. I always talk to first offenders.
As you wish. Clark?
Are the prisoners as frightening as your Miss Ferguson?
They would be if they discovered you were working with the department.
Well, let's hope you can keep a secret.
I can.
But you don't approve.
I think it is a dangerous and useless exercise. I have been placed in the position where I'm deceiving not only the prisoners, but also my officers. No, I do not approve.
But I will get your full assistance.
Of course.
Then I have a few questions. How would you describe your relationship to the prisoners?
Favourable.
To your officers?
Efficient.
Do you feel they respect you?
I believe so, yes.
Yet Miss Ferguson hesitated when you asked her to leave us alone. Is that typical, an officer questioning a directive?
I assure you it is not. Now, where are these questions leading?
To my report to the department, of course.
Am I to understand that I am being watched as well?
I'll be covering all aspects during my stay in the prison. The prisoners, the officers, and the governorship.
How was your little chat with the governor?
All right, I guess. She just gave me a rundown on the rules.
Is that all?
Yes. What's she like, anyway?
You will refer to the governor as Mrs. Davidson or governor at all times, understand?
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Right. Now, unpack your things and make up your bed. Tomorrow you go on work roster. Mackenzie, I want a word with you. About time I saw some more money.
Okay. It's right here.
$20, but I get half, remember? 50%.
That is 50. We only made 39 on this last haul. Anyway, I gave you $8.50 the other day.
Really? I must have spent it. Now, you listen, Mackenzie, I'm not putting myself on the line for a lousy $20.
There'll be more next time. They didn't think we could get the stuff in. You should have seen them when they collected. They'll be fighting to hand over their dough next time.
They'd better be. And get going.
Hello, Mrs.
Hello,
Morris, Mrs. Powell.
Congratulations, this looks great.
Yeah, that's right. You haven't seen the place before. Well, I'll give you a tour if you like.
Oh, no, maybe next time.
Might not be next time.
Why not?
Today has been quite the day. Remember me telling you about all the trouble I was having with Laurie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that seems to be all sorted out and she's settling down nicely. That baby is so beautiful, you know that?
I do believe you have mentioned it. Are they still in town?
Yeah, they'll be going back in a couple of days. But that's not all. I heard today that the mortgage for the house has been approved. We can move in any day we like.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, it's all so
Exciting?
yeah. So you can see, if you want to have a look at this dump, you better hurry up while you have the chance.
Oh, well, doesn't seem much point, really. Why don't we wait until you're in the new house?
Oh.
Judy, why I'm here is I was wondering whether you knew of anyone who needed a job.
Oh, yeah? What kind of job?
Housekeeping. It wouldn't be permanent. Bit of cooking and cleaning for a father and 2 children.
Ah, wife inside, huh?
Know anyone?
Yeah, do I? Let's see, there's Marge. Now, Marge is a bit down on her luck at the moment. You know, she's divorced but no kids.
Judy, do you think she'd work out?
Yeah, if she could keep away from the cooking show.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Who else?
Let's see, Sylvia and Jane. Now, Sylvia, she wouldn't be interested. But Jane could be. She's trying to kick a habit.
Judy, I don't
Yeah,
think
I know.
Mrs.
Well, that only leaves Sally.
What's wrong with Sally?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She's down from the country, you know. She's trying to get a job, so she's staying here till she can get on her feet. Eldest of 5 children, great cook.
Sounds ideal. Why didn't you mention her in the first place?
Well, I knew you'd grab her up. I wanted to give the others a go, too. I'll get her. Hey, Sally, come here a minute, will you, honey?
I'll be right down.
You'll like her. She's a nice kid.
Well, there's not much to the job, but would give us some extra money.
Hello.
Sally?
Sally, this is Mrs. Powell. This is Mrs. Morris. Now, they might have some temporary housekeeping work for you if you're interested.
Oh, great.
Not so fast. We haven't decided on anything yet, Sally. It's a long way off. Actually, it's the other side of town. Now, do you have transport?
No. Colleen, there's plenty of public transport. I mean, there's trains and there's buses.
It cost the poor girl a fortune in fares.
Really, I wouldn't mind.
Let me think about it, will you? Hey, come on. We better get going. Good luck with the house.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
Oh, bye, Miss Morris. Bye.
Did I do anything wrong?
You forgot to take an ugly pill.
Why don't we short sheet a bed?
Nah, she'd complain all night. That's the trouble with practical jokers. They'd blow up if you do it back to them. That's it! I could doctor one of her fags so it explodes.
No.
Oh?
No. Hey, everybody. This is Jill. Jill Clark. She's a first-timer. That's B. Smith. She's top dog. Everything she says goes, so you better go and have a bit of a talk to her.
Hello. Hi. Been a naughty girl, have we?
Yes, I got caught for passing dud checks.
Well, that's just between you and the cops. Sometimes it's wise to keep these things to yourself.
Sorry, I just want to fit in.
Fair enough. Just don't try too hard, that's all.
Liz has been a big help. She seems to know everything about prison life.
She should. She wrote the book.
I guess it takes a while to get used to the routine. What are the officers like?
Screws. We call them screws. They're a good and bad. Watch out for Ferguson. She's poison.
I've met her.
Then you know just what I mean.
What about the governor? What's she like?
You ask a lot of questions.
I'm just trying to learn as much as I can as soon as I can.
Yeah, well, don't rush in. Because someone just might get the wrong idea. Hey, for a first-timer, she acts like she's at a reunion.
Oh, she's all right. She's probably as nervous as anything underneath.
Maybe.
And you know what?
What?
She likes a good joke.
Oh, give the girl a go. She just got in here.
But that's the real reason why you didn't hire her, isn't it?
Because she was pretty? Come off it, Meg. I need a drink.
She practically had that job before she came into the room, and then you did a complete turnabout. Why?
It was too far for her to come. God, she's just a kid.
She didn't mind the travelling, and Judy told you she was young before she came in.
All right. OK, it was because she was pretty. And I was thinking of Janice Young. A few things Chris has said, I get the impression they've got problems. Now, how do you think she'd feel about me installing someone like Sally in a house? And that is all there is to it. Do you want one of these?
No, I'm having a coffee, thanks. Right, will you still find him a housekeeper?
Yes, I'll run an ad.
Wanted. One plain, middle-aged housekeeper.
Should have made this a double.
I'm sorry. But you do seem to be taking more than a passing interest in Chris.
Beck, for heaven's sake.
Then why run an ad for him? I mean, he's a grown man. Let him run his own ads.
I don't know. Perhaps I feel guilty about Patrick. If my kids were younger, I'd be doing the same thing for him.
It's got nothing to do with Patrick. Now, Chris is the husband of a prisoner, and you have never, ever shown any interest in a prisoner's private life, with the possible exception of Susie. Here you are, batting around like some sort of rookie social worker. Now, why?
God, the light's bloody awful in here. You've been fiddling with the globes.
Course not. Here, get that into you.
Thanks, love.
Here, B.
Oh, Tom.
Well, what are you reading the death column for, anyway?
Seeing if they got me name spelt right. What the bloody hell do you think?
Did you find anyone you know?
No, everybody I know's gone a long time ago. Oh, no. Bill Larkin.
Who?
Bill Larkin. I used to know him years ago. Can't be the same one. Hang on, yes it is. Beloved husband of Valerie, father of Susan and Robert, suddenly at home. Poor old Bill.
How old was he?
Oh, Bill wouldn't have been much over 60. Terrible boozer, though, always on the plonk. Got around a lot, cheerer, jackaroo. Married a two-bob snob. She made him move the big smoke, and I never heard of them again.
Well, does it worry you that he's carked it?
Course not. I bet he went out laughing, same way as I'm gonna do. Hey, wait till you hear about some of the little jokes I've got lined up. They're bloody rippers.
Morning.
Morning, Judy.
Can I see Mrs. Davidson? I'll only take a minute.
Yes, I'll show you through.
Thanks. Oh, Mrs. Powell, I think I found a housekeeper for you. Remember me telling you about Jane, the one that's trying to kick a habit?
Yeah.
Well, it's her aunt. She's got no record, and she's a good cook, a pensioner trying to get some extra cash.
Oh, sounds ideal. Thanks, Judy. I'll contact Mr. Young and he can arrange an interview.
Young?
Yes, Chris Young.
Oh, great. Well, I'll wait for his call then.
I'll show you through.
Okay.
Miss Ferguson, business is booming. It looks as if we need another visit from Roxanne.
All right, Daniel's confined this afternoon when the receptionist is off duty.
Wouldn't it be better if you called her?
What are you talking about, Mackenzie?
Well, not here, but when you knock off.
Don't just wet the floor, Mackenzie. Clean it. Listen here, I'm not your lackey. You do the calling.
All right. I just thought it'd be safe if you did it on the outside. It looks a bit sus, us making all these calls.
I'll think it over. And I meant what I said about the floor. Clean it.
So that's how it stands at the moment. We can move in whenever we like. But there is a lot of cleaning up to be done. That's why I'm here.
Oh, yes, the working bee.
Well, it's still on, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I approached the department and they expressed some doubt.
Why?
Well, mainly because of the attendance centre. Somebody remembered Doreen's escape and now they're having second thoughts.
So it doesn't look too good.
Well, I didn't say that. The department's been very open-minded about the halfway house. I think with a little urging, they'll allow the working bee.
Will you put in a good word for us?
Well, of course. It was my idea, remember?
Yeah. You know, some of the women at the house aren't very enthusiastic about the new place.
Well, why's that?
Oh, I don't know. But I think if they could just see everyone chipping in, they'd realize how important it was.
What chance do you think you've got with the department?
Well, I'm fairly confident. Why don't you take Judy down to the women and ask for volunteers?
Now, that's what I like to hear.
I'll check the list and then send it off to the department for approval.
Okay, thanks very much.
Good luck with the new house.
I'm damn sure I wouldn't put myself in this place for a principal. I think you're brave. Sometimes I think I'm right. Then I get guilty about my husband and kids coping alone, and I think maybe I'm just pig-headed. How does your husband feel about it? I wasn't exactly happy last time he came in.
Oh, Jude, how are you?
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How do you feel about helping me organize the new house?
Oh, I'll be in there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking for some volunteers. Now, if you feel enthusiastic, you can drag yourself away from this place, sign up.
Oh, can we all go?
Well, the list has to be approved first, but you're all free to apply. Are you going to do it? Might as well. Keep my mind off my principles. Young. Janice Young?
Oh, great. Hey, is your husband's name Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I got that housekeeper for you.
Housekeeper?
Yeah. Mrs. Powell asked me to organize a housekeeper for your husband.
What are you talking about? Janice, you did know about this, didn't you? It's the first I've heard of it. What does Mrs. Powell think she's doing arranging housekeepers for my husband? I'm sure it was just an oversight that you weren't told. I'm locked up here. An officer is organising my family, and I'm not even told, and you call that an oversight?
Guess I put my foot in it, huh?
Just as well you did. Looks like everyone else was keeping her in the dark.
I want to see her. I want an explanation. And you can forget about housekeepers. I run my own house, and no one interferes in it. No one.
That's right. Judy Bryant. Yeah, she'll arrange an interview. Oh, yeah, Chris, I've got to go now. Now, you've got the number? Good. Yeah, bye-bye. What's wrong?
It's Janice Young. She didn't even know about this housekeeper you're arranging.
Well, I assumed Chris would tell her.
How? He's not allowed to visit every day.
I take it she knows now.
Yes, she does, and she's not very happy about it. I mean, all she thinks is the whole family's been arranged around her. I mean, you should have told her.
Look, I don't know why she's so upset. I went to a lot of trouble for her. She should be grateful.
Well, she probably would be if she'd been advised. After all, her kids are involved.
All right, I blundered. I'm sorry.
You're getting too involved.
I am not. I just want to help Chris and the kids.
Well, what about helping Patrick and the kids? Your own kids? I'm sorry, but it's true. You've left your own family, and here you are playing guardian to Chris and his children. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. When you consider that I am no good to my children, nor to Patrick.
Now, that's not true. I've seen you all together. You're a fine family.
Oh, no, you haven't seen all of the fights, all of the petty squabbles, the way we hurt each other. I don't want my kids living like that. When I walked out, I did them all a favour. I have what it takes to be a prison officer. I certainly don't have what it takes to be a parent.
Excuse me, Bea. What just happened to Janice? Is that normal?
What, screws interfering? Yes, every now and then. Mind you, it's not like Mrs. Powell to do anything for anybody unless there's something in it for her.
Guess what, girls? Buy-up's on again. Come and get your red-hot buy-up forms right here.
You're kidding. Where'd you get those from?
Mrs. Barfield gave them to me. She didn't say why, but she just said, hand them out and I'll show you how to fill this in later, love.
Oh, why bother with these? I can get you stuff that's a whole lot better than that. Perfume, makeup, little booze maybe. Eh, Lizzie?
How do you get that stuff inside?
You got any cash?
No.
And it's none of your business. Now remember, ladies, name it and it's yours at Nola's Bargain Basement.
Okay? Oh, come on, hurry up, get moving.
I want to talk to you.
I said move it.
Why wasn't I told about that housekeeper? And what business is it of yours?
This isn't the place, Young. Get going.
I want an answer.
You heard me. Come on, move it. Listen, you just be damn grateful I helped your family. And if you ever address an officer like that again, I'll slap a charge on you so fast you'll bounce off the walls. Now, move it.
Okay, so you got it off your chest.
It's bad enough being away from your family, but not even being told what's happening to them.
Well, now you know. You can relax.
Do you think that's all there is to it?
What else?
I don't know. Chris hasn't been in for days, and the last time he was here, he spoke about her a few times.
Oh, you've got to be joking. You don't think he's on with her?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. You had a good look at her? I thought you said your husband had taste. Come on, let's eat.
Have you taken many orders?
Yeah, too many. I don't know how Roxanne's going to get it all in.
Oh, stop worrying, will you? We've got a screw escort. What else do you want?
I wonder how you got the stuff in. Who's a screw? You got money all of a sudden?
No.
Then it's still none of your business. God, she's nosy.
Yeah, it could get her into a lot of trouble.
And us too, that's what worries me.
Oh, you're a real panic merchant, aren't you?
Well, what do you reckon? The girls have got their buy-up back now, so you haven't got them in your pocket anymore.
So,
if anyone twigs, they'll go straight to B. If B finds out we're dealing with Ferguson, we've had it.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. but that was on the outside. And things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare.